So I think I'm going to preface this episode by saying next week I plan on our episode being a what to buy your children that are nerds for Christmas this year.
It's the
By children,
Christmas shopping guide.
Yeah. I think that
What to buy us for Christmas, basically.
Yeah, what to buy us. I don't care about your kids. Now that we're being honest about it. But probably if you buy the things for us, in most cases, your kids would like them too, because we're all 3 children at heart. Speaking of buying, I bought a very extra value.
Extra value meal. I got one of those last night at McDonald's.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Which one did you get?
A double quarter pounder.
There you go.
With
Classic.
two auxiliary doubles.
Auxiliary. Did you have to use your auxiliary tank?
Yeah.
Okay. I figured. I would have used my auxiliary as well there. I usually go with the chicken auxiliary though. No, but in this case, I for $30, I think $30 or $35 at Walmart, I got all 3 of the newest Star Trek movies on Blu-ray and digital. So I was really excited about that because I would have paid that much for just the new one.
Yeah, I was going to say, half the time the release of the newest one is like that, so that's pretty good.
It was right next to, I actually was just about to pick it up. It was $25 for the new one, and I was like, I don't own any of the 3, I don't think, on Blu-ray. And plus it was digital, and you know how I complain, if it's not digital, I'm not buying it.
It's trash if it doesn't have digital with it.
Yeah.
Jake.
So I was like, I'll pay $5 more for the 2 other movies, even though I don't really remember the second one being that great, or remember either way. But I loved the first one, and the third one was one of the best movies of the year. Spoiler alert for our year-end video. But that was my big purchase. I also purchased a video game we can talk about a little bit later, if you want to talk about it now. I'm sure that's one of the things that you'll be wanting to talk about.
Probably.
Go into it now if you want.
All right, let's go for it.
Well, what Jake's getting into is the other purchase that he and I both made was the Skyrim Special Edition for Xbox One. I am playing the heck out of it again. Yeah. Just lost in it. I am Dovahkiin. Also, Jake is Dovahkiin.
Yeah. Dovahkiin.
We're all
Dovahkiin.
But
it's taken over my life again to the factor, like, if something bad happens at work, I think, don't, like the battle music.
To the encounter music, yeah. Not having to work right now is helping me to play games, so.
Yep.
That's good.
But yeah, I haven't used any mods yet, because I've been trying to get to the, get all my achievements again for the game before I go back into mods, because use mods, they don't let your achievements register, even if you're not using cheating mods.
I got to level 4, and then I decided, hey, I'm going to use mods that don't affect the game, even though, I mean, you don't get achievements, but when have I ever cared about the achievements in a game? I've always said, as long as I'm having fun, that's what matters to me. So I haven't cheated in any way, shape, or form. But I've done like where I can build cloaks and stuff like that, and like not cloak, I guess I should say, like capes,
yeah,
cloaks in that nature. So I made it. It's pretty sweet. Like my Nightingale armor is the Nightingale armor, but with like a dark purple cloak. It looks pretty like elegant, I guess is the.
It lets you put the cloaks on top of clothes that you already have.
Yep. Also, it looked really cool. I made just a regular leather cloak. Or cape the first time, and it came out just brown, and I put that over the Thieves Guild armor. That looked really really cool. It looked almost like something from Assassin's Creed because of the hood and with the.
I know you and I have been each doing cool stuff and then saving a picture or saving a clip of it, and then we're just like text or talk over the chat. I'm like, you need to check this out right away.
Yeah, right away. Stop your game to watch this. No, but that game, it's the same exact thing. So I mean,
it's prettier. It's not exactly the same. It's prettier. They have all the bug fixes that Bethesda's done,
right?
And all the DLC available. So there's a lot more that I've noticed in the main game, even that's been changed via the DLC. Like a lot of the vampires you run into have the Vampire Lord perk where they'll turn into a gargoyle or whatever and chase you in the main game, which didn't
Scared
happen.
the hell out of me the first time that happened.
Yeah.
Because I had never played when I had it before. I never had the DLC. So there were vampires. But I went into this place. I was talking to you, I think, last night or whenever it was I was playing it. And I was sneaking through, and I was like, da, 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 da. And then all of a sudden, this explosion happened. And this, like, vampire gargoyle thing came lunging at me. I'm like, I was sneaking. There's no way you saw me. Leave me alone. I'm scared.
That mission actually was in the main game, right? You were playing didn't have anything to do with the DLC, but it was added with the Dawn Guard DLC.
Okay.
And see, I never got that one because it happens earlier in the game. And when it came out on 360, I beat the game, the heck out of the game. And then the DLCs came out. So I installed the DLCs and then played them with my leveled up character.
Yeah.
So I missed out on some of this other stuff that you didn't notice until you go back and play it with all the DLCs installed. So it's really cool if you only experienced the vanilla Skyrim experience, it's cool to go back and play with everything. And even if you did enjoy them, once you were leveled up, going back and playing everything again from scratch is awesome to see what's different.
That answered a lot of the questions I was going to ask you guys about it. But on a more personal question to both of you about the game, do you feel like this is better than the original? Or do you feel more like it's more of a fun reminiscence?
The best way is somewhere in between, I think I would say. It's not like I'm like, oh my god, why'd I buy this? Because this is a game I already own twice, actually, because I have it on 360 and on PS3. It's not that at all. It's like, I feel like I feel like I'm coming back to it. I guess that is a dumb answer, but I feel like I'm back to being a virgin with Skyrim. You know what I mean? In many ways,
really feel
I'm
like repeat.
I remember some of this, but like it's like starting the whole experience over again, but better than it was before.
Yeah, it's definitely very nostalgic, going back and playing the game again, because you do remember some of the things. Oh, I can do this, or I did this before. But with the graphics upgrade, and again with the bug fixes, is a big thing for me, because I was completely turned off with the last expansion because I got to the very end of it and tried to fight the boss, and there's a glitch to where you couldn't beat him.
Oh, jeez.
And so I just got completely
I remember watching you. That sucked, because I watched you like the last hour and a half or 2 hours trek through, which is nothing compared to what you've done up to there. I mean, that's like a small percentage of your time and that you spend in Skyrim, but that would have been...
Yeah, there's the last boss of that. He's also Dragonborn, and the Dragonborn can absorb dragon souls. That's the thing the Dragonborn does. So when you're fighting him, once he takes so much damage, he goes invisible where you can't hurt him, and then brings down a dragon and eats their soul and heals himself. Well, there's a glitch in my game, and it's pretty common, I guess, where he'd bring down the dragon and kill it, and then you would absorb the soul instead of him. So he'd never get his health back and therefore never become hittable again.
That's good.
So
he was just invincible at like that much health left.
Yeah.
That would
so I went back and I beat him and feel completely vindicated about the game. Like, I have his armor on display.
Yeah, I was gonna say his armor's
house.
like in the front of your house, so that guy's dead. I finally killed him. So yeah, there's a lot of that, especially for me. I mean, with piggybacking off what he said, I never had really a good internet connection at the time, so I never even DLC really wasn't a question for me. Nope, can't have it. So now just seeing these things at all existing in my game, for one, I think the start of that mission that you're talking about, these guys that start that mission are just in the city, and they're trying to ambush you. They're like, "You're not the Dragonborn." I'm like, "Who are these people? I don't remember this at all." Killed them anyways, and now their bodies lay on top of the torches in the city and forever to burn and let people know not to mess with me. But
funny story about that is I was telling Jake about my experience with those guys too, and I'm like, yeah, every 5 minutes the guards in that town walk up and say, "What happened here?" as they look at the guys burning on the fire. So Jake and I have very similar play style.
I showed Tom. I said, "Oh, look at my feet." Going back to what we said before, and he pulls it up, and it's like We both have the exact same entranceway. With like each side, there's a body that's naked laying in the fire. So
yeah, it's being a single player game. It does bring together people. They can talk about their experiences like we do, and it's like I said, it's fun. It's fun. That's all I can say. It's fun. It's fun.
Right. Now we're just waiting for the next one. What is that going?
Yeah, where do
We're
you
gonna
go from
be
here?
waiting forever. Elder Scrolls 6 or whatever. What do they do? They have like 4 years. It seems like they'll put out Elder Scrolls and then Fallout, and then Elder Scrolls.
Next one's going to be Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
So
So Fallout
6.
4 just came out this year, so it'll be a while, quite
Like
a bit.
3 more years.
Yeah.
2 or 3. I'd be surprised to not see one here in the next 2 or 3 years.
I'd be surprised if it doesn't get announced next year.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
who knows?
That'd be like Bethesda to do, though, is to just wait and then in a month we're releasing this now.
Well, they don't have much else going on. I heard they're going to start a new IP, Bethesda. But I don't know what that is.
Put out the games we want.
But yeah, they don't have any more. They're done with expansions for Fallout. And they're not going to do any expansions for this game, obviously.
Right.
So they have to be working on something.